Good morning, everyone. It is just a little after 6 o'clock in the morning here, and it is a beautiful and it is a peaceful morning. I can hear the birds singing, and it is a lot cooler this morning than what it's been the last couple weeks. But I thought that I would take a moment and take you outside and show you the garden. Yeah, it is what it is, right? I was able to get, ooh, that sun, hold on, that's better. I was able to get everything planted and the garden's all finished, the vegetable garden, thanks to my husband. There's no way I could have done it without him. And so, yeah, let's take a quick little trip out there, and then we'll just have a little chit-chat about what's been going on with me. But the barrels, the whiskey barrels here, I decided I was going to put all my herbs in these barrels this year just to make it easier on me because, yeah, they're all in just one place for me to water and to take care of. So in these, I have my rosemary and some basil, some more basil. This is a different variety, and some sage. And then over here, I have just a couple little basil plants that I had that was just really, they're struggling. I have no idea if they're going to really be successful. And then parsley, a little bit more parsley there, and some lavender. Unfortunately, I planted my lavender earlier than I did the rest. And I think that it got a little bit of frost. So I think that's why it kind of looks not quite so good. But as we walk over here, you can see that we have it all fenced in. And yeah, this is just, it's just basically a chicken wire type of fence. They said it's for gardens and protecting like trees and landscape, and then also for chickens. So this is three feet tall, and we originally had used something different, but unfortunately it was vinyl. In fact, it's this. This is what you see here. It's this gate. That's what I'm using as my gate. This vinyl is what we originally used. And then, yeah, the rabbits, what can I say? They chewed right through it. So anyways, in this box here, I have a Roma tomato and a very, very tiny little Roma tomato there. And he got a late start. And then in this area here is some sugar snap peas. Then on this side is my pole beans. You can see they started to come up, and 2 more Roma tomatoes. I need about 4 Roma tomato plants in order to make my salsa and my my tomato sauce for the year. So then coming over here is some butternut squash. That's what is all in here is butternut squash. Some lettuce. Along the back there is zucchini and summer squash. And that's my thyme. And then these are jalapeno peppers. And these are, what's supposed to be in here is some jade bush beans. I don't know. I just see one tiny, tiny, tiny little plant. You can see it right there. It's the only one coming up. So I don't know. I might not get any this year. I've actually never planted them before. And then I have a different variety of sage that I put there. And right here, you can barely see them. There is 3 little tiny jalapenos. They just got a really late start. And I thought, well, you know what? I'm going to give them a chance. Now, what I chose to do is to do the tomatoes that I like for eating, just to enjoy throughout the summer to have. I put in a container there, and then in another large container there. So, yeah. And then these are, right here is just some marigolds, because I like flowers. So I think that worked out really well, and yeah, it is just beautiful. I have to show you this sky. Isn't that beautiful? That is what I'm seeing this morning. Yeah, it's a little dark, clouds still, but it is just a glorious morning as the sun is rising and everything is waking up. I just wanted to take a moment and kind of give you a few updates of what my plans are for my channel, because I have been very inconsistent in putting out videos, and mainly that was due to my health and my husband having surgery on his thumb and just the whole thing. It was just a lot going on, and it was overwhelming, to be honest. And one of the things that I've learned as I've gotten older is that when I'm overwhelmed, I need to step back. I need to let a few things fall to the wayside and regroup and keep myself mentally sound, and so that I'm not easily frustrated, so that I don't get anxiety, so that I live with peace. I think that that's very important. I think that so many of us, we live on the edge. We're trying to do so much that we lose our peace. And Jesus said, he said, I came to give you life, that you would have it in abundance, that you would enjoy it. Jesus is telling us that he's leaving us with his peace. So when I lose my joy, when I lose my peace, I know that I need to step back and I need to reassess what's going on in my life. What is happening? Because frustration and anxiety should not be something that is a constant in our life. It shouldn't be that way. There's something wrong if that's the case. And so for me, I needed to step back away from YouTube, not just because I, was hobbling around and in pain, but also because when problems arise, it's easy to lose your focus and what the purpose that we're here. Why am I here? What is my purpose? What is it that God has purposed in my life for his glory? And so we need to refocus, because we need to know that. We need to understand that we're not here to be frustrated and full of anxiety. He has come and indwelt in us that we may have his peace. We may have that security. So anyways, yeah, I just kind of had to step back away because it was just really getting hard. And so now what I have decided to do is become much more consistent with my YouTube videos. But in order to make it less stressful on me and more enjoyable, is probably the way I should put it, is I am not going to necessarily, I was putting up a video certain days of the week. Now what I decided I'm going to do is just when I done a video, I will put that video up when I can. So it might be a Monday, it might be a Wednesday, it might be a Tuesday, it might be a Thursday, it might be a Friday, it might be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday, who knows? I'm just going to put them up when I can, and not stress about the fact that, oh my goodness, I have to have a video up on Tuesday because I tell the folks they're going to have a video on Tuesday. So I'm not going to do that. The other thing I'm not going to do is I'm not going to be worrying about what time I put a video up. So if I upload a video and I put it in the morning, that's fine. If it's going to be easier for me to upload it and have it be in the afternoon, then that's fine too. Or maybe it'll be in the evening. I'm not going to worry about that. In other words, I'm just going to, when I upload it, I'm just going to put it out when it's the most convenient for myself so that I'm not stressed. And I hope this is making sense to you guys. But I just needed to get rid of the stress in my life. So there's one more thing I wanted to talk about, and that is the devotions. For the devotions, in the past, I did mainly my own. Now, towards the end of last year and the beginning of this year, I was using other people's devotions a lot of the times. And I would tell you that this was right from the Heart Ministries or whatever. And but before that, I was doing my own. But when I lost the hard drive in my computer, I lost literally, probably nearly 1,000 or more of my own devotions because the hard drive, it died and I didn't have them backed up, unfortunately. So, yeah, that took years to do, and so coming up with my own devotions now is just going to be way too time intense for me to complete. So what I've decided to do is I'm just going to use other people's devotions, ones that has touched my heart. And so I'm going to make sure that, that they are sound, they're doctrinally sound, and they're Bible-based, and that the people who are doing these devotions have a good reputation in their doctrinal beliefs. So I think that lots of times we as Christians, we might like the way something sounds. I see it all the time on Facebook. I see people sharing posts that, they sound really good, and they touch your heart, and they make you feel all good inside, but they are doctrinally in error, and that is dangerous. And so for me, being doctrinally sound is vital. So I will make sure that the devotions that I get from others are exactly that. They have to be doctrinally sound. So yeah, that's what's coming and going with my channel. And I hope you all have a great day. And yeah, I'm going to get my devotion out, and I'll talk to you in just a moment. Now, this particular devotion is from Turning Point, David Jeremiah Ministries, and it is based on John chapter 17, verse 24, where he says, Father, or I should say, Jesus says, Father, I desire that they also whom you gave me may be with me where I am, that they may behold my glory, which you have given me, for you loved me before the foundation of the world. As Jesus walked towards Gethsemane, he paused at some point to offer this prayer that I just read, the one verse in John 17. Every word must have just glowed in the night. He prayed for himself, and he prayed for his disciples, and he spoke of the love that he shared with his heavenly Father from eternity past. The deepest truth in Christianity involves the Trinity. There is one God who eternally exists in three persons: the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. The reason we need to give and to receive love today is because we're made in the image of God, and God is not solitary. He is plurality. In his essence as the Trinity, he is a God of community, communion, and communication. Think of what that means. When we love others, we reflect the work of the Trinity, and we are engaging in everlasting relationships. So stop quarreling and start loving. one of the points that I wanted to make is that this particular verse is often used as a text at funerals. And how do we even know that Christians go to heaven? Well, we know because of the price that Jesus paid and the promise that Jesus made and the prayer that Jesus prayed. I hope that you all were blessed by this, and yeah, I hope that you will give it a thumbs up because it really does help with my videos in YouTube's algorithms and the way that they present it to put the videos out for others to see. And if you're not subscribed, subscribe. And I will talk to you in the next video.